Hey y'all, it's Aina Itamuiwa. Sorry, my chair squeaks every time I moved. I watched the last videos and I've been moving around a bit and it squeaks. It's just my chair. I hope to get a new one eventually. However, it's comfortable. This chair I sit in is really comfortable and I don't know, I struggle to find a new chair. But anyways, let's not worry about that. I'm just blessed and grateful that I have this comfy chair to sit on. So I'm going to do a reading for the fire signs to get started. And just so y'all know, this is a general reading. If you think that you want a more personal reading, which I tend to not use oracle cards in personal readings, I tend to use the bone divination system. However, if you do a guided session with me where we go into meditation and stuff, then I do use the oracle decks in those types of sessions. So yeah, definitely get at me if you want to do something a bit more specific. Other than that, this is general. Please know all of your placements, where they are in your birth chart. It's really, really important, because if something isn't resonating here, you might need to go look up your moon sign, your rising sign, like if you're just clicking on most of the things for your sun sign, and try to get familiar, if you got some time, with your sidereal placements, also noted as Vedic astrology, because I subscribe to both astrology systems, but for the most part, when I am doing readings, I'm looking more from the Western, unless I'm getting a really big message like, no, this is sidereal. So that's why it's really important to know all these different placements, especially if you're trying to figure things out. Let's say I keep saying, oh no, this is Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. And you're like, what? I'm a Cancer, or that person's a Cancer. And then you go find out they actually have a moon or rising side that's Sagittarius. So that's why it's good to know some of those other placements. Really, the sun sign is really not as important as people think. Anyways, so here we are. So I'm going to ask that we open up to the best and highest messages for our sun signs. For our fire signs. I know where that's coming from. Our fire signs. What are the best and highest messages for our fire signs? That is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I'm actually laughing because some of the messages that were coming through before I started the reading, I was trying to figure out who to do a reading for first, like which group of elements. And of course, man, Leo shot up their hand real quick, like teacher's pet. And so that's why I'm laughing when I said this is for the sun signs, because Leo is ruled by the sun. Anyways, so I was also picking up on there are fire signs that are going to be watching this, that they definitely, this card came up before, y'all. There are fire signs that are going to be watching this, that, yeah, like something's up, something's going on. Y'all be moving and shaking. And there was also I was also picking up on like a bit of mess and drama. Something is getting messy. Something's getting a little bit messy. So please, let's watch some of the mess, y'all. Please. And then there was also, y'all was getting some songs that were coming out as well. And that was Prince. I was getting let's get crazy, let's go crazy, and Raspberry Beret. So I don't know if those songs mean anything to any of y'all watching, but if they do, then this is probably definitely for you. Okay? So I just had to get that out there first of all. Okay, so card one, Sukuyan. You know, I can't remember who I did. Man, it was in the last set of readings that I just did, and I don't remember who. I feel like it might have been y'all again, about scarcity and having to give into the pleasure principle. I swear it was y'all. So now your soul is in this position. I believe it came in the second position last time of like, what are you really thinking? And you were feeling you were scarce. But now this time it's your soul letting you know this. Your soul is still reminding you that you have so much more than you realize. Like you have such access to unlimited joy. So for some reason, you are still holding back and still asking just for a little bit when you should be asking for hella, 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 okay? You are just going in there with your little cup and be like, well, you know, I just really only need, no, like you ask for a lot, because the only thing that's going to happen, the worst thing that's going to happen is the universe and all your spirit team that walks with you, and including yourself, because you got to get in touch with knowing that you are a co-creator, is you are just going to edit away what you don't need. Like, do you see someone going in to whittle and carve and using a toothpick? I mean, some people can because they talented like that. However, when you're really trying to get something done, if you just started carving and whittling, you're not bringing a toothpick to the party, okay? You're going to find the biggest piece of wood that you can, and you're going to learn, you're going to practice, and you're going to edit everything out that you don't need, you don't want, as the vision comes to life. You feel me? So don't have this scarce mindset. You really need to know that there is a lot there. Again, y'all gotta be watching out for these vampires. And y'all gotta be watching out that you're not around people that's draining your energy, and that you're also not draining other people's energy. I mean, it's a two-way street sometimes, right? I'm saying this because sometimes what happens is we might finally start to recognize, okay, you know, I can't hang out with this person no more because they just be draining my energy and I just can't be dealing with them. But then you go deal with somebody else, you talk to them, you hang out with them, and you might be draining their energy because of the person that you be trying not to hang out with, but you be hanging out with them out of niceties, you know? No, we're not doing that anymore. Like, don't worry about the scarcity. Don't worry about having to be nice or play nice or... Look, let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. So sometimes when we're going through when we're going through certain things where our blessings are trying to come through, our blessings are trying to manifest, we have to edit people out. It's not even forever. Sometimes it's just momentary, okay? And a lot of the times I have been finding we will try to be so nice and be like, oh, I'm sorry I couldn't get a hold of you. I'm sorry I couldn't get back to you. I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm working on myself. Man, no, I didn't pick up the phone. I didn't answer your call. I don't have to tell you anything right now. I'm doing some work. No is a whole sentence. That's what I'm getting at. Because sometimes when we're so busy trying to make excuses or find pleasant ways to tell people why we couldn't do things with them or for them, that's a part of scarcity, because we want to people please and we're afraid that we're going to lose them if we don't, right? And then it also leads into the you might be with some of these people who are sucking up your energy, or you're already so tired that when you around them, you really extra drain. Nah. This is what your soul is trying to tell you. Nah, we ain't doing this no more, baby. No. So if you've been feeling really hungry, really tired, any of that stuff, I'm going to just set this all up to y'all. Please get up, and maybe for the next 7 days, gratitude in the morning. Get yourself up and talk about something that you're grateful for. It only has to be one thing. Look, and the irony is, what is the first thing I did when I started this video? This chair was creaking and I said, but I'm grateful that I have a comfy chair. Boom. You see how spirit just be trying to pull in the messages? I am telling y'all, this is how it works. So yeah, that's the message from your soul. So your mind is actually talking about forgiveness. Y'all, what is going on with the fire signs? So who do you need to forgive? What do you need to let go of to fully reclaim yourself? Y'all, you know, it's actually a beautiful card. I have chills as I'm thinking about this. I don't know if y'all could see that. But I find in today's society a lot, we hold on to grudges. And sometimes we see people forgiving others and we go, what the fuck? Can I swear on here? I just did. What the hell you gonna go forgive that person? They did this to you. They did that to you. They did. Stop. I think it's Buddha that talks about revenge is drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The more you hold on so tightly, it's like holding on to the blade of a knife, being like, I'm gonna jack you up, but you the one bleeding, girl. Shit, you know? It is not healthy, but I feel we often hold on to, we seem to hold on to a lot of grudge and a lot of anger in our society today. So